Deep in the heart of America, where the wind howls, the corn stretches for miles, and the cows judge your backswing, a legend awakens. A legend in his own mind, maybe. I'm sorry, I can't read this crap. This is the story of one man, a man born and raised in the golfing hotbed of central Nebraska, armed with a questionable handicap and the temperament of a 5-year-old. He journeys to Big Cedar Lodge to take on the mythical Cliffhangers Par 3 course. This is Corn Fed Bogeys.
Hello friends, welcome to Cliffhangers Par 3 course at Big Cedar Lodge in Branson, Missouri. After opening in 2025, it's been called everything from the Disneyland of golf to an overpriced pitch and putt. But one thing you should not call it is boring. Let's go out to the first tee where our featured golfer is about to get things started. He's got to be thinking wedge here. Wait, is that a putter? Putter seems like an odd choice for a guy that 3-putts more than a mini golfer on dollar beer night. Local rules allow golfers to play the hole using either pin. There are no local rules requiring him to cover up those pasty white calves. A very makeable birdie putt. Let's see how he responds to the pressure. Someone tell our camera person we are on the air. I apologize for that. Unsurprisingly, he missed the putt. He made his par, though. A quick check of the leaderboard. DeChambeau is having a rough day. The invitations we sent to Bob Does Sports and Grant Horvat must have got lost in the mail. And Wesley Bryan is still suspended. Hole number 2 gives us our first look at the famous Cliffhangers waterfalls. Although with the Ozark fog rolling in, this half-blind big back probably can't see much of anything. I think he likes it. Several deaths each year are attributed to the treacherous waterfall crossings at Cliffhangers, although exact counts are hard to pin down because the bodies are eaten by the local wildlife: bears, mountain lions, hillbillies, and snakes. Remember friends, if you want to see more of this corn-fed content, be sure to like and subscribe. Maybe even leave a comment if you are feeling frisky or corny. Now back to the action. They say golf is a game of inches. This guy keeps proving he doesn't have any. Even par after 2 holes is nothing to laugh at. But legs whiter than a golf glove at a swingers resort, now that's something to laugh at. We'll be back after this.
I start every morning with Fore Weakness Rejuvenating Cake, packed with antioxidants, adaptogens, and a clinically unproven sense of purpose. Fore Weakness makes me relax and feel good for about 10 minutes. Also helps with blood flow everywhere. Fore Weakness Rejuvenating Cake, because wellness is overrated.
Next up is hole number 3, the Lion's Den, the signature hole at Cliffhangers. This is as tough as it gets for this guy. He can't see shit to begin with. Now he's trying to hit a green through a damn waterfall. Are we just going to pretend like there isn't a lion sitting there? He's looking around like a man trying to find his self-respect. Somehow the ball is on the green. Blind luck, friends. Emphasis on blind. If you think he might start making these birdie putts, you probably also think top golf counts as practice. This is where legends are made and clowns are born. 3 putts, 1 hole. Some things you can't unsee. Viewer discretion is advised. Quickly, we go out to number 9, where Bryson, having learned that Mike used the putter off the tee at number 1, is giving the Texas wedge a try himself. I believe that's what they call a teaching moment. Back on the tee at number 4, this guy is looking to keep the bogey train rolling, rolling, rolling. What? It's on the green, but if you told him it was in the waterfall right next to him, he'd believe you. I've seen bunker rakes with better depth perception. Speaking of bunkers, this guy spends more time in the sand than David Hasselhoff. Can't someone tell this idiot that his back pocket is inside out? Here's a phrase no doubt heard often by this guy. It's short. Just a little 20-foot tap-in for par. He's stroking it more than a guy who just discovered incognito mode. They say the golf round doesn't really start until you get hit in the mouth with a double bogey, which makes this guy the Mike Tyson of mediocrity.
Hi, remember me?
You're Mitch Buchanan, right?
You're amazing. I couldn't agree with you more. What'd you say?
Of course I'll be there. I just gotta button up.
Yeah, when do I get paid?
After a bogey and a double bogey the last 2 holes, he needs a good shot here to right the ship. Nope. That ball is so far right, it just registered to vote in Texas. Somewhere, Phil Mickelson just felt a disturbance in the force. Amazingly, that last shot avoided the bunker. Oh, there we go. Now he is auditioning for Cirque du Triple Bogey. You can't teach touch like that because no one would pay for it. He took more swings that hole than Brent Musburger at a wedding reception. Despite now playing exclusively with his putter, DeChambeau is narrowing the gap on the leaderboard. Meanwhile, John Rahm has filed a restraining order against us. Paige Spiranek is busy launching her new brand, Only Bogeys, and Rick Shields is still British. That last hole has to weigh heavily on his big back as he steps up to the 6th tee. Right at the flag, and a mile short. A rare moment of hope, cruelly crushed by the reality of lack of skill. Well, the world needs ditch diggers too. He made that last putt, and we didn't doctor the footage in any way. That was a Corn Fed Bogeys special. Pain, perseverance, and 3 putts. Finally, a swing that doesn't need an apology. He should be able to make bogey from there. For birdie. For validation. For nothing. In the end, it's not the miss that hurts. It's how used to it he's become. He's been turning 3-foot putts into performance art. This hole is called the Falls, but I don't see how that's a distinguishing feature of just this hole. This place has more falls than a retirement home with loose carpeting. Maybe they'll call the next hole grass. Settle down there, Cheech. Simple little shot with a side hill lie out of the thick rough over a bunker. Yeah, he's got this. Well, friends, somehow that shot wasn't a disaster, but we still know how this movie ends. Who had short on their bingo card? F***ing everyone. That's who. I'm sorry, do we really think people are going to believe DeChambeau is 22 over? And Luke Kwan overslept. Worked for hours on that joke, did ya? Another waterfall crossing like it's the damn Oregon Trail. Please like and subscribe from your covered wagons. Hole number 9 is called the Falls. JK, it's actually called grass. I might be drunk. That's about as pure as he's capable of, medically speaking. He's eyeing this one like he's actually made a putt before. He's thinking, just get it there. And oh, he really got it there. The 2-foot putt, his personal Everest. Well, folks, 9 holes down here at Cliffhangers, and our corn-fed warriors proving once again you can take the man out of Nebraska, but you can't take the bogeys out of the man. He'll call that a solid front 9, and we'll let him have that. The back 9's waiting in another video. And while you're catching your breath, go ahead and, as the kids say, smash that subscribe button, give this video a like, and maybe send some thoughts and prayers for his short game. Thanks for watching Corn Fed Bogeys. See you next time.